Hi, this will be a birthday reading for the sign of Aries. It is Aries season, so happy birthday, Aries. And we have a lot in the astrology going on for you. We have four planets: the Sun, the Moon, Neptune, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, all in Aries. And so we will start with your astrology. We'll see what the stars and the planets in the sky have to say, and then we will do a tarot card reading. And it all started when Neptune entered Aries back in January 26, 2026. And it will stay there until March 24th, 2039. This is a 14-year cycle. Neptune, which represents dreams, illusions, spirituality, and the unconscious mind. It's all about inspiration, intuition, mysticism, creativity, music, film, deception, and fantasy. Aries, the fire energy, which likes to take action, has courage, confidence, energy, direction, leadership, loyalty, and passion. It's about optimism and honesty. And when Aries face challenges, it can be impatient, aggressive, controlling, and have a temper. This combo with that Neptune energy combines and blends dreams and actions. It's about a spiritual warrior energy, courage and compassion, fighting for justice and integrity. It's a focus on personal goals and desires, taking creative risks, living one's truth. It can involve new technologies and new spiritual paths, but avoid being reckless. And avoid being reckless for this whole time, this 14-year cycle. And then we had Saturn, which entered Aries February 13th, 2026, and it will stay there until April 12th, 2028. This is a 2-year period with Saturn, father time energy, which represents karma, discipline, structure, responsibility, boundaries, maturity, and long term planning and reality. Saturn in Aries brings in the energy of discipline, structure, with impulsive action and energy, which forces a reset on personal accountability and long term goals. Take charge of your destiny, building stability and personal boundaries. Take calculated risks rather than reckless behavior. So, again, Saturn's here for the next 2 years. Once again, calculated risks, not reckless behavior, Aries, because it's all about karma, accountability, and leadership. Then we have Mars in Aries, which happened April 9th, 2026, and will be there until May 18th, 2026. Mars, the planet of action, energy, desire, aggression, the ruler of war. It's all about individuality, assertive action, pursuing goals, and it handles conflict. There's motivation, expression, sexual energy, and physical vitality. Mars in Aries is comfortable there because it's a ruling planet of Aries. And this brings in a major surge of energy, confidence, and drive. It's bold, independent action and goal achievement. And Mercury in Aries goes into Aries April 14th, 2026, and it's going to stay there until May 2nd, 2026. Mercury, the planet of communication, intelligence, cognitive processing, rationality, expression, ideas, information, connection with community and siblings. Mercury in Aries brings in direct, assertive, fast paced communication, risk taking, bold decisions, and new projects. Blunt expression can happen, so think before you speak during this time. The new moon is in Aries, April 17th, 2026, and this is all about the first new moon of the real new year here in Aries in the springtime. All about new beginnings, empowerment, and bold action, healing in action. Again, taking risks and stepping into your power, trusting yourself, and leading your own life. The sun in Aries is going to be in Aries all through April until the 20th. And it is all about this reset, this new beginning, the new year, the new spring, the new life, the new love. April 19th, be very cautious because Mars and Saturn conjunct in Aries. This is about patience as a virtue. Expect slowdowns, restrictions, or delays. This month is really the time for Aries to shine. There is an increase in confidence, courage, and boundaries, moving past obstacles, going in a clear direction. This is a great time to upgrade. It's a good time for makeovers or home improvements. Self care creates self confidence. Take calculated risks because they will pay off profitably. Positive communication and negotiations bring opportunity. Intuition and originality, patience and planning are all the energies that are coming through for Aries in April 2026 as you begin your new year. Happy birthday, Aries. So much going on in your astrology, and now we will see what the tarot cards have to say. So much going on in the astrology for Aries, a lot of long-term cycles and a big burst of energy through these next few months as we switch into these long-term cycles. So let's see what the tarot has to say for Aries for their birthday and the year to come as they begin their new journey. Happy birthday, Aries. And we will do basic tarot card spread with past, present, future, and clarifiers to see the energy around Aries for their birthday season and pretty much into your next new year, starting your new cycle, your new beginning for Aries. So you could have had to leave some people behind, Aries, through all these shifts and through all these changes through the beginning of the year. Things were being revealed. And I have said over and over in the past readings, last year was the year of karma. This year, it's time to pay the piper. And so you may have had to walk away from some things, leave some people out behind, may have felt like there wasn't enough. And now in the past, we have the Knight of Cups. So there could have been an offer, a love offer. You could have been giving someone an offer. Someone could have been giving you an offer, water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Then here in the present, we have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could be dealing with one of those signs or embracing that energy with that King of Swords energy. And then in the future, we have the Nine of Pentacles, Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and it's really about independence. So let's verify this. Here in the past with this offer from the Knight of Cups, the water sign, you were giving an offer or you were receiving an offer. The thing with the Knight of Cups, though, is that it's almost as if, is this really a knight in shining armor or are they in aluminum foil? Yeah, exactly. Because here comes the 10 of Swords. So whatever this was, whether it was you giving someone an offer, whether it was someone giving an offer to you, it just did not pan out and it ended up coming to an end with that Ten of Swords here. There's really nothing more to say about that Ten of Swords. It's an ending and it may have had you in your head. It may have put you in some anxiety, some mental mind fuck here with the Eight of Swords. Good thing about all this is in the past. So if you had a love offer, it was rejected. Rejection is protection. If you rejected someone, you knew it because you knew they weren't serious. They were coming in with the trail of broken hearts behind them as the Knight of Cups. The offers they were giving you weren't king energy, it's knight energy. So that came to an end here with the 10 of Swords. And you could have been dealing with an earth sign because here comes Queen of Pentacles. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy comes to play. Also, it's really about having your own. If you were like, you know what, this isn't good enough for me, I'm going to go ahead and end it because you're male or female in that energy of, I can take care of myself. Queen of Pentacles is not to be played with when it comes to stability, family, commitment, creating, ultimate mother, ultimate businesswoman, ultimate, stability queen here. She knows what she wants and she doesn't mind taking the time to plan and grow and execute it. Also, as I said, you could be dealing with an earth sign like that, and they could have been a little emotional if they were coming out more feminine or a feminine earth side, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but this energy was very boring to you. I'm tired of the offers. This isn't working. Four of Cups energy to where it's like, okay, you know what? I'm over it. Or whatever this bullshit offer is, whether I gave it, they gave it, didn't work out, ended up in the Ten of Swords, and I'll just sit on my throne and go back to my kingdom. I mean, I created it. Here in the King of Swords energy, now you could be dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Air sign energy comes in. This could be a very important man in your life, King of Swords energy. It could also be you embracing that energy. Now, if you're in that King of Swords energy, which there is a lot of Mercury and all these planets that are bringing in this no nonsense energy, right? Calculated risks over and over. We keep hearing no reckless behavior, calculated risks. Well, that's the King of Swords, definitely no nonsense. So you could be embracing that energy if you're not dealing with an air sign. Let's verify this King of Swords. And the World card comes out. So absolutely, because cycles are ending. Bottom of the deck, we have Virgo energy with the Hermit. You could be dealing with one of those signs. Also, spirituality, going within, spending time alone. We were talking in the astrology about home improvement, self-care, right? Things like that. Very Virgo, Hermit energy, home improvements, want to stay home, want to focus on myself, meditate, things like that. In the meantime, I'm running the numbers, taking calculated risks, or I'm dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this World card brings in such good luck, transformation. The world is your oyster, Aries, as we were saying, with all of these new shifts, right? All of these new energies and some cycles that will be lasting 2 to 14 years at a time. And, maybe you're meditating on that, resetting on that, and it's definitely bringing you good luck. One of the luckiest cards in the pack, Aries, with the world, transformation, lotus flowers, butterflies, all of those things that just really show cycles ending and learning the lessons and moving through with good luck and the universe on your side. But you could feel that you're burdened. There's still a lot to do. There's still a lot to carry. Pisces energies comes in with the hangman. And it's about, okay, I have to meditate. I have to reset, right? And a lot of reset energy was coming in through that astrology. We were moving into the beginning of these shifts. So at the same time, if you're doing a lot, Aries, or you're trying to do a lot, or you feel burdened, sometimes you got to take it and put it all down. And maybe a lot of it is just planning and, vacations, parties, celebrations, things that you're doing, and you're trying to do it all on your own. Work, these business deals, whatever you're going through, carrying a lot with the Ten of Wands here. But balance here with the Temperance, because here comes balance again. Here comes an apology. Here comes another offer with that Page of Cups. Again, another water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Also, the moon is sticking out. So we have that new moon in Aries coming up. We had a very important full moon at the beginning of the month, right? So pay attention to the moon cycles and expect an apology, expect an explanation, expect a, hey, what are you doing, text? How's it going? I was thinking of you. I know it's your birthday, right? That kind of thing, reason to reach out to you. Expect that. But once again, with the Page energy, I'm still not seeing King energy here, but expect that. And the Temperance is back to more of that transformation. Sagittarius energy comes in with the Temperance energy. And you could be dealing with another fire sign too with the Ten of Wands. But the Temperance energy is about understanding patience, balance. It is really that I can take all elements, earth, water, wind, fire, and I know how to use them to my ability and manifest and make things happen. So balance, Aries. Once again, there is that self-care, calculated risks. Take the time to balance and think about it all because you have all the elements available to you. And with Temperance energy, it's about developing patience. As we were saying a lot in astrology, over these next few years, patience is going to be a virtue. Now, in the future, with that Nine of Pentacles, this is an independent energy. This is very, I have created this life for myself. Your money's good, you're stable, you can only get 10 pentacles, and you have nine. You've created this life for yourself. You've given yourself nine pentacles. So, independent, stable energy here with the Nine of Pentacles. Let's verify that. And that's future energy. And here comes memories, nostalgia, people from the past with that Six of Cups, emotional energy, and Two of Cups, soulmate energy. Once again, the moon on the card just sticking out. So pay attention to the cycles of the moon. And this is definitely a soulmate energy. This is definitely a partnership, somebody from the past coming back around. As you move on, as you embrace your independence, maybe you're having these memories, of course, nostalgia, this and that, and it was of a soulmate, or here they come again, Aries. Let's verify. Let's see with the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. But you're standing in your power. This is your garden and this is your kingdom and you created it, right? But there's memories, there's nostalgic ties, and here comes that King of Pentacles. Once again, you could be dealing moon on the bottom. When the moon keeps coming out like this, we are definitely dealing with emotions. We are definitely dealing with what's done in the dark will come to light when the moon shines bright, right? More earth sign energy comes through. You could definitely be dealing with the Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. Soulmate energy all over this reading because I have a king and a queen of pentacles. So both of yous are up on your money, definitely got the Midas touch just as much as she is a businesswoman, he is a businessman. You're a hustler, he's a hustler. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are grounded, you got it together, but for some reason here with the moon, what's in the dark that's not coming to light? Cancer energy, very emotional, right? Pisces energy, intuition, psychic ability. Make sure you're doing that meditation and, trusting yourself more than anyone else during this time, Aries, and taking those calculated risks, right? And knowing that there's still good luck here. Don't get it twisted. And you're still more than capable. But let's see, what does this King of Pentacles bring in? Now, if it's not an actual Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, it could be you embracing that energy, which is great also because you're moving through the tarot, going from a queen to a king, Midas touch energy. Everything you are involved in is turning to gold. You're making those calculated investments. He's king of coins here. So even if this is not an earth sign that's coming in that you're dealing with, it is you embracing that energy, and it's a good energy to be in. But let's verify, who or what is this King of Pentacles? Ooh, there's gossip. They're spying on you. People are spying on you. Celebrations are here. Well, it's your birthday season, so you could be out celebrating, having a good time. And this King of Pentacles is watching your social media, or people are, because you're in that King of Pentacles energy, right? So they're watching you, they're spying on you, they're talking about you, they're gossiping about you. Aries always has haters. My Aries always got people just, hating on him. Not that you care, not that you ever care, but there's celebrations. Now, this this earth sign that you could have been dealing with, Aries, could have brought in third party. Now, let's not disregard the air energy. If you were dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, whatever it was, could have brought in this third party with that Three of Cups. But once again, celebrations, going out, reunions with old friends, nostalgia. You could be throwing parties, doing your own thing. It is your birthday season and they're seeing it. People are watching it and they're going, why is everything working out for Aries? It's like everything they touch turns to gold, and they're watching you. And here's God on your side. Once again, oh, look at this. Ace of Pentacles. Make a wish. Take a risk. It's going to pay off for you, Aries. This is a very lucky time. Calculated risks, opportunities, financial gains, windfalls, gambling, things like that would pay off right now. God is here. So if you are dealing with commitment, marriage, this person could want to offer you marriage now, or whatever it is. This could be any kind of institution, universities, if you work for a big company, hospitals, institutions, banks, whatever. Enterprise of any type, Taurus energy comes in, but it's really good luck for you. It is really, God is on your side. It is here for you. This looks really positive, Aries. And once again, with that Ace of Pentacles, take those calculated risks. They're going to pay off. With that Page of Cups, here comes that apology. Here comes that offer. Expect it, Aries. Absolutely. Now, I can't, oh, wow. I said I can't leave it there. And what falls out? The Star. Beautiful. Travel. You could be wanting to travel. You could be turning your back on things that no longer serve you. Expect that apology, as we were saying, that offer, but here it's traveling forward, Aries, turning your back on things that no longer serve you. Actual travel, astro travel. Don't disregard your intuition, your psychic ability, the mystic world, right? We got a lot of that Neptune energy and everything that we were talking about that is bringing in those energies. We have God on your side. Everything you touch is turning to gold. You have the Midas touch. Make a wish. During your birthday season, I couldn't just leave it there. And what falls out? The Star. And the Star could be significant. Something about you and this person and any relation to stars could be very important to the two of you if we are talking about soulmate energy. If we are talking about you just evolving, going from the Queen of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles in this independent energy where everything is working out. And there is some nostalgia here. Absolutely. There's connections to the past, memories to the past, but you are moving forward and you're ready to move forward. People are watching you, definitely spying, gossiping. God is here. Year of karma last year, time to pay the piper this year. And it looks like you did really good, Aries. Make a wish, because the Star is here to give you your wish fulfillment, inspiration. It's about that healing energy, right? A lot of healing energy here with the Star. And the Star brings gifts from the universe, which may not always be, material. They can be, but they can be spiritual gifts. They could be gifts of love, inspiration, things like that. But make a wish, Aries, because the Star is here for you in your birthday reading. What an amazing reading for you, because it really represents insight, understanding, hope. When the Star comes out, it's like wishes will be fulfilled. And it might not always be as one expects, but even though it can have a good result and it can be, good health and inspiration and gifts from the spiritual dimension shouldn't be ignored either. So realize how blessed you are, Aries. And as you're going through all of this, and it looks really positive, as you're going into this new cycle, remember that. Remember the positive that you do have in your life and the gifts that the universe gives you every day, even if it is just celebrating another birthday, right? And being here some more and having more time. And that is what is so important in this life, our time. And we don't know how much we have. So enjoy it and embrace it and live and love and make a wish, because it is here for you, Aries, during this birthday time. I hope you enjoy, and happy birthday, Aries. Thanks so much. There looks to be lots of opportunity, lots of wish fulfillment, unexpected windfalls, positive changes coming your way all throughout this year. Happy birthday, Aries. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.